You've worked hard to earn and save. Now it's time to make your money work hard for you. This is Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida of A Better Way Financial.
We were joking off air, the conversation around cutting the cord. I brought it up. I was talking about cable. Frankie was like, oh, that's my job, because how many weeks are left until your first daughter is coming into this world?
About 10 weeks.
10 weeks to go.
Yeah, 10, 11 weeks, something like that.
Karina is coming.
And what did your wife say about cutting the cord that has me all concerned?
She said I can't mess it up.
And this is where I'm like, Jade, why are you saying things like that? Never say you can't mess it up about anything that's happening in an operating room.
Yeah. And I know I'll hopefully not find a way.
I don't think you will. We all believe in you, Frankie. You've made it this far in life.
You can do it.
You can do it. It's a very exciting time. All right.
Frankie will be all sweating and stuff. He's
right?
Not used to that
kind of pressure.
Small scissor.
I'll be interested to hear the stories after the delivery happens. We're going to follow up part B to the cutting the cord conversation to hear how it all went. But still a few weeks to go. Very exciting. So countdown is on for baby Guida on the way. But when it comes to other cords in our life, there was a big trend for a long time. All the cool kids were talking about how they're cutting the cable TV cord and they're going to save some money. And yeah, taking the power back. But the thing about streaming services, guys, is that if you're not keeping an eye on it, you might be in some sort of circumstances that are actually quite contradictory, because between price hikes, now ads on even the paid platforms, and fewer choices, streaming is starting to look a lot like how cable used to look, except we're paying more and we're getting less in the meantime. And it's kind of like how we focus on our financial planning, or should I say we don't focus on our financial planning. If we're not keeping an eye on how our retirement plan may go, it might not deliver the lifestyle that we are hoping for because of things like market dips unexpectedly, higher inflation rates. Oh, the favorite thing you love to talk about, the taxes that we may have to pay that people had no idea was going to come. So how do you help folks avoid the idea of paying more and getting less out of our retirement?
You know, Heather, I think the market volatility, the inflation and the taxes, that's what causes the bulk of the stress for folks in their retirement years, at least the financial part. But you know who really gets affected by it? Those that don't have pensions. Because they don't have that guaranteed income coming in each month. They have Social Security. But if all they have is Social Security, they don't have another form of guaranteed income coming in. Right. And, you know, for these folks, we show them how to actually create their own pension. You know, the people have put together their portfolio. They have their retirement portfolio. And we show them, hey, you can carve out a niche of that or a piece of that to create a guaranteed lifetime income. And it works really well, doesn't it, Frankie?
Yeah, it's a strategy that can really take a lot of the worry out of it, because some people are concerned, well, what if I live a really long life? Am I still going to be able to get the income that I need in my retirement? Right. And one of the ways that you can hedge that concern of living a long life is getting an income annuity that provides a guaranteed income stream as long as you live. Even if you live to 100, 120 years old, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You're still going to be getting that same amount of income. So it's a way to be able to hedge against living a really long life.
Okay.
And I'm surprised a lot more people don't use them, because a lot of people are worried, if you survey people, that they're going to run out of money. That's the biggest worry. Yeah. Even bigger than death for some people. Yeah. It's such a concept. And then this is a solution to be able to provide a guaranteed income stream that they can't outlive.
Well, because people have misconceptions and opinions about annuities.
Mm-hmm. That's, I think you're hitting that right on the head, Heather, is a lot of people feel, well, I don't like annuities.
Right.
And then
all
it's
of
like,
them.
well,
They're all bad. Danger.
They're all bad.
Right.
They're all bad. Somebody said they don't like annuities, so I don't like them either.
There it is. Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, let's educate you on how they work. And they're not all the same. And there's a lot of differences between different types of annuities out there. And we could probably spend a good half an hour just going over different types of annuities. But in general, the income annuities, the way they're designed is you get a guaranteed income stream. It's a lot like a pension, but it's a little bit different than the pension. So the pension, the way that income stream works is it's guaranteed as long as either one of you is living. But if you pass away early with a pension, you could run into trouble, and that income usually stops and nothing gets paid out to your beneficiaries in most cases. Whereas with an income annuity, if you pass away early on, there's still money that you put into the annuity that goes to your beneficiaries. So if, let's say, for instance, you put $500,000, $500,000 into the income annuity, and it started paying you out, I'm going to say about $30,000 a year of income. Well, after that first year, if there's still $470,000 in it, if you both happen to pass away, well, that $470,000 still goes to your beneficiaries. Whereas if you had that in a pension, you saved all those years, you worked all those years for that company, and then you have that pension, you turn it on, and then if you pass away, usually your beneficiaries don't get that income. They don't get that payout anymore either. So it is something that you want to have a plan in place to be able to replace the income that you have when you're working. These income annuities can be an option. And unlike a pension, when you have a pension income, that income is going to be taxable each and every day till you pass away. There's no way to fix that. There's no way to change that. It's taxable income. But with the income annuities, if you use IRA money, what you can do is it's going to be taxable initially, but at some point over that time, you can actually Roth convert the IRA money, and then it's going to be tax-free income for you later on in your life. So unlike the pension where you have limited options when it comes to taxes, you actually can make that IRA income annuity tax-free for you later in your lifetime. And that's something that we help our clients figure out when is the right time. What options do they have to make sure that they're getting that income tax-free? So income is one of the biggest things when it comes to retirement. When you're working, you have that paycheck. It's steady. It's coming in every single 2 weeks. But then you're retiring, and where do I get that money from? And that is why it is so important to have an income plan drawn up for you, helping you to figure out what pension option do you have, what pension option should you take if you have one, when should you turn on your Social Security, what option should you take for that, and then how do you get the rest of your income that you need over the course of your retirement. And we figure that out for you by designing a income plan for you and show you how to get that retirement income from your portfolio. So if you haven't had an income plan drawn up for you yet, we're going to be offering this right now to the next 5 callers. So if you're 55 and older and you save $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call right now for your complimentary retirement income plan and review. 610-440-3722. That's 610-440-3722.
You know, Frankie, we had that wonderful Greek couple that came in from Hellertown. They had come to one of our workshops. Real family-oriented people, very, very intelligent. He taught engineering, which was wonderful. She was really sharp, too. I mean, she really knew her stuff. They were do-it-yourselfers. They had been accumulating their whole life. They actually did put together a nice, really nice portfolio. But they needed some help with the income planning because they didn't have a pension. They had Social Security. His Social Security was $55,000 a year, and hers was $22,000 a year. He was already 71, and she was 69. They were already taking it. But they wanted $125,000 income, which came up about $48,000 short, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
And they had a $6 million portfolio, so what did we tell them to do?
We said, well, let's carve out some of that portfolio so that we can get that guaranteed income stream. And we basically took about 1/10 of the portfolio. We took $640,000. And that was able to guarantee them $48,000 of income each and every year for the rest of their lives as long as they are living. And the nice thing about it, too, is if they were to pass away early, like we said earlier, with this type of strategy, they would be able to have that money go to their beneficiaries, to their kids, if they did end up passing away sooner. But they also had the rest of the portfolio to provide for inflation. So we were able to show them that, hey, I know that this is the base income that you need now, but the cost of living is going to continue to go up each and every year throughout your retirement. So we need to make sure that you're getting more and more from that portfolio. So they still have the other $5 million and change from the portfolio to be able to hedge against inflation. And we had some of that portfolio on the market side, some of that portfolio on the annuity side, so able to get good growth when the markets are doing well, and then also able to have it so that you have places to go when the stock market is not doing well, so that you never have to sell low on the stock market with the investments. So we were able to show them that with this income plan, they could actually live on substantially more income than they were currently living on, roughly about $150,000 more than what they were currently spending.
Okay.
So making a huge difference as far as what income they could live on and how to have everything set up. So if you don't know how much income you could live on in retirement, if you don't know how you're going to replace that income when you retire, give us a call for your complimentary income plan and review, where we're going to be able to show you what strategies you can use to get the income out of your investments efficiently during your retirement. We're offering this right now for the next 5 callers. So if you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call right now for your complimentary income plan and review. That number is 610-440-3722. That's 610-440-3722.
Thanks for listening to Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com.
By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate, and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.